All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about meta ads, but we're going to focus on the one thing that can absolutely change the game for your business, the words you use. Seriously, forget all the complicated hacks for a minute. We're talking about simple copy secrets that just plain work.
But let's be real. For most of us, running meta ads feels just like this. It's like you're just shoveling money into a giant black box, crossing your fingers and having no idea why one ad is a total rock star and the next one is a complete dud. It's maddening, right? And it is a huge source of frustration for so many people.
So, yeah, welcome to ad chaos. Because this feeling, this chaos, it's not just you. It actually hits everyone involved in making ads. It doesn't matter if you're the one signing the checks or the one actually designing the graphics. Everyone is feeling the heat.
And look at this. This chart just breaks down the pain so perfectly. You've got business owners who are terrified of wasting money on tech they don't get. You have designers who are pulling their hair out because their quick and dirty, ugly ads are crushing their beautiful, polished ones. And media buyers, they're just drowning in anxiety over data they can't even trust anymore. Does any of this sound familiar? You can see everyone is fighting their own private battle in this mess.
For the business owner, this quote says it all. This is the #1 fear. And it's not just about losing money. It's that horrible feeling of being ripped off by a system that feels designed to be confusing. They start to see their ad account like a broken vending machine instead of what it should be, an investment in learning about their customers.
And oh man, for the designers, the struggle is so real. The algorithm seems to love all this lo-fi, user-generated style content, which forces them to create stuff that goes against every single one of their professional instincts. And you know what's funny? The psychology here is fascinating. These so-called ugly ads just feel more authentic, they feel more human, and they slice right through the noise of slick corporate ads, building this weird kind of trust with people.
And then you've got the media buyers, the ones who are supposed to be the algorithm whisperers. But with tracking being so broken and performance all over the place, they feel like they've completely lost the plot. They end up spending more of their day managing their clients' anxiety than actually managing the ads themselves.
So, the big question is, how do we escape this chaos? Well, it all starts with a huge shift in how we think about this stuff. We have to stop trying to fight the machine and start focusing on a couple of core principles that put people, actual humans, first.
And this slide right here just nails that shift. The old way was all about trying to find these little tricks and loopholes to hack the algorithm. The new way, which is, by the way, the profitable way, is all about using your words to make a genuine connection with the human being on the other side of that screen.
Okay, so golden rule #1 is absolutely crucial. Your goal isn't just getting clicks. Anyone can get clicks. Your goal is getting the right clicks. See, if you attract a flood of people who aren't a good fit, you just end up with a high bounce rate and a super expensive cost per acquisition, or CPA. And that's the big number, the one that tells you exactly how much you're paying for every new customer. It's always, always about quality over quantity.
And golden rule #2 just builds right on top of that. Your ad copy, the words, it needs to do all the heavy lifting for you. It should be so clear and so persuasive that by the time someone actually clicks, they're already pretty much sold on what you're offering. That's how you skyrocket your conversion rate and slash that all-important CPA.
Okay, so let's get into the practical how-to part of this. We're going to kick things off with the first 3 copy techniques that really build the foundation for a killer ad. The framework here is super simple. First, you call out directly to the right people. Second, you just dismantle their doubts before they even have a chance to take root. And third, you make sure that the journey from the ad to your website is completely seamless and makes sense. Let's break them down.
Step 1, qualify your audience. This means instead of being vague and trying to be clever, you need to be crystal clear. I mean, look at these examples. For women with bleached and damaged hair, the right person sees that and immediately thinks, hey, that's me. Just by doing that, by calling out your specific customer, you filter out all the wrong people right from the start, and that saves you a ton of money.
Next up, you squash their objections. And this slide gives you 2 incredibly powerful little phrases to do it. The even if statement tackles their own self-doubt. It's like saying, this is going to work for you even if you think you're a special case. Then the without statement takes care of their dislike for other options. It's like, you get this amazing result without having to do that annoying thing you hate. It just completely disarms their skepticism.
And step 3, this one is so important for stopping that instant bounce you get when someone clicks your ad. You need what's called congruence. It just means everything has to match. If your ad promises they can grow hair 3 times faster, that exact phrase better be in big, bold letters on your landing page. The image should look familiar. This just reassures them that they're in the right place and they haven't been tricked.
All right, so you've hooked the right person, you've made them feel understood and secure. Now it's time to tackle the biggest conversion killer there is, the price. You have to justify that final sale.
So here's the trick. You have to reframe the cost before they even see the price tag. You can make the price feel tiny by comparing it to their daily coffee. You can frame it as a brilliant investment that's going to save them way more money down the road. Or you can make it feel like an absolute steal by comparing it to a much, much more expensive alternative.
Okay, so now they totally get the value. But there's one last incredibly powerful motivator you need to get them to stop thinking and actually buy right now.
You gotta add some urgency or scarcity. This isn't about being slimy or pushy, it's about respectfully helping them make a decision. Simple, honest phrases like only 100 bottles left or this sale ends next week give people a really compelling reason to stop procrastinating and start buying. It taps right into that deep-seated fear of missing out.
So when you put all of these simple pieces together, what you end up with isn't some ridiculously complex media buying strategy. It's a clear, repeatable system that's built on simple changes to your words, changes that deliver predictable, scalable results.
And here's what that actually looks like in the real world. For one client, just using these principles to tweak the copy caused their cost per acquisition to plummet from a painful $71 all the way down to a highly profitable $40. I mean, that's not just a small improvement. That's the difference between a business that's barely surviving and one that's ready to scale to the moon.
And I really want to hammer this point home one more time. The magic here is in how simple this is. You don't need to be a tech wizard, you don't need to be some kind of algorithm genius. These are straightforward changes to your words that you can literally go and implement this week to start seeing better results.
So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Stop thinking about your ads as some technical puzzle you have to solve. They're not. They're a conversation with another person. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, what story are you going to tell them next? Is it one they actually want to listen to?